A while ago, I made a video on whether manhwa is better than manga. In that video, I shared my opinions on both manga and manhwa, discussing their respective strengths and weaknesses. Today, I want to provide you, my viewers, with some manhwa suggestions. I assume most of you are more familiar with manga than manhwa, though I could be wrong. Even I, who is making this video, read more manhwa than manga. Nevertheless, I hope these suggestions meet your standards. The first manhwa on my list is Shark. Shark tells the story of a bullied kid's revenge and survival story. It might sound generic, but it takes this simple plot and adds its own twist. Our protagonist, Cha Woo-sol, was constantly bullied in his previous school. After transferring to a new school, he's optimistic about his future, only to encounter his previous middle school bully, Bae Seok-chan, again. Bae Seok-chan promises to continue bullying him, which terrifies Cha Woo-sol. Convinced that Bae Seok-chan will kill him with constant bullying, Cha Woo-sol, in a moment of desperation, stabs Bae Seok-chan in the eye and all over his body, attempting to kill him. However, he is stopped by other students. Woo-sol is sent to 3 years in juvenile detention for attempted murder. Bae Seok-chan, who goes blind in his right eye and has his future ruined, visits Cha Woo-sol and vows to kill him the moment he gets out. Now, Cha Woo-sol has to find a way to survive against Bae Seok-chan's inevitable revenge. Fortunately for Cha Woo-sol, he meets a professional MMA fighter who helps him train to defend himself. This story might sound like a typical power fantasy revenge tale, but it doesn't just hand the main character the power to defeat his opponent. Instead, we see Cha Woo-sol go through all his hardships and training, meeting friends and mentors along the way. The story also involves gang activities and internal politics, making it very engaging and deserving of more attention. If you're interested in such a manhwa, give Shark a try. It's currently at 150 plus chapters and still ongoing. In a similar genre is the manhwa To Not Die. To Not Die shares a concept with Shark but takes a more power fantasy approach. In this manhwa, we follow the story of Da-juin, a high school student who is constantly bullied. Fed up with his torment, Da-juin decides to commit suicide and leave a note about his bully, hoping they will be punished after his death. However, when Da-juin sees news about a person who kills their bullies and claims on live TV that it's the bullies who deserve to die, not the victims, he has a revelation. Da-juin realizes that it's his bullies who deserve to die, not him. During an incident with his bullies, he finds an opportunity to push one of them in front of an oncoming truck, thinking it will improve his life. Unfortunately, he's caught on CCTV, and Da-juin is sentenced to 2 years of probation. His family, ashamed and angry, throws him out, forcing Da-juin to live on the streets. Da-juin's struggle continues as he encounters his bullies again, and he's forced to defend himself. During a brutal beating, Da-juin meets Han-gil, who easily defeats the bullies. Impressed by Han-gil's fighting skills, Da-juin begs him to teach him how to fight. Initially, Han-gil is not interested in teaching Da-juin, but as the story unfolds, we see the development of their relationship. This story might sound like many others, but it delves deep into themes of gain and loss, politics, and underground gangs. The manhwa presents a wide array of interesting, deep, and well-developed characters and villains. If you're looking for a fresh take in this genre, I highly recommend To Not Die. Next is a manhwa that is one of my favorites, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. This manhwa takes the fantasy and isekai genres to the next level. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint follows the character Dokja, an average office worker whose sole interest is reading his favorite web novel, 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse. One day, the novel suddenly becomes reality, and Dokja is the only person who knows how the world will end. With his knowledge and information, he must find a way to change the course of the story to save not only himself, but also the friends he makes along the way. He must work alongside Jung-hyuk, the main character of 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse, which has now become reality, to change the outcome of the story. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint offers readers a fresh perspective on the fantasy and isekai genres. The story feels new and original, with characters that are well developed and not just placeholders. You might even find yourself more attached to the side characters than the main character. This manhwa excels in storytelling and narrative, allowing readers to experience the story not only from Doctor's perspective, but also from the perspectives of many other characters introduced throughout the story. The manhwa delves into various human problems, such as psychology, emotional struggles, relationships, and loss. It's perfect for those who appreciate these themes in stories. With the recent news of an anime adaptation in the works, I hope it will bring more interest and fans to this manhwa. If you want to read it, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint currently has over 200 chapters and is still ongoing. So, join in before the anime drops. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.